Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to you, to those people that have joined us right from the start. My name is Nick. We're doing Tuesday stress busting. I almost forgot what day it was then. Hello, Gumdio. Hello, Dave P. See you already in the chat box, so nice to see you there. So we're going to be going through a few games here. If you was here yesterday, most people, then we had a bit of fun, and Tuesday we were doing pretty much the same, but with a different set of games. Hello Jason, hello RSWPT, hello Big Z, and hello Julie as well. So yes, I try and mix it up a little bit as we zip our way through. So hopefully these two live streams we've done in the week will give you a good start going forward. Hello there Chronobaggy, hello How to Retro, we indeed. So hopefully these first two live streams of the week will give you a bit of a push, because tomorrow we'll always be halfway through the week and then steaming towards the weekend. So what games have I got lined up for you today? Well, I've got them written down here. As I say, I've tried to mix it up a bit. We might get all the way through these. Hi Francesco, we might get all the way through these, we might not. I'm going to need a poke with a few of them, I think, because I'm a little bit duff at them. But anyway, we're going to start off, as we generally do, with something to ease us in. It's a fairly early game by Sinclair Research in 1984. It's called Bubble Buster. And essentially, if you haven't heard of that before, it's like, hi Dion, thank you for becoming a member. I saw that quite recently, so thank you for doing that. That's a big help. So the first game we're looking at is called Bubble Buster. It's like a conversion of Pang. Hi there, Alf. Then we're going to look at a game which a few of you requested, which is School Days, where we can control a kid called Eric. That's by Microsphere in 1984. A lot of us back in the day we just wandered around not completing that game. It's a bit like Grange Hill getting into trouble. I'm sure I'll be no different. Then we're doing a shooter called Phoenix, which is quite a good conversion from the arcade by Mega Dodo Software. A few of you asked this yesterday, so we're going to have a go, although it's not a game I've reviewed so far on the channel, called Final Fight. So we'll see how that one goes by US Gold in 1991. Got quite large sprites, that one. It moves a little bit slow, but I'll see what you think. Then Just a Gal, which is a motorbike racer homebrew by Zosia Entertainment in 2019. Then we're going for a classic game, Smash TV. Hello Han Solo there. Smash TV by Ocean in 1991. And then a Gauntlet clone, Into the Eagle's Nest by Pandora in 1987, which is essentially Gauntlet with a World War II skin on it. And then time permitting, which I'm not sure we'll be able to do or not, is Revenge of the C5. Yes, that's the one you've been waiting for. Revenge of the C5 by Atlantis Software in 1985, which is a bit like C5 Clive we looked at yesterday. Good evening, RSWPT. Revenge of the C5. C5 Clive, the predecessor, was a horizontal scroller. Revenge of the C5 is a vertical scroller. So, without further ado then, let's load up Bubble Buster. There we go. Now, the thing with this game, it is a bit like Pang, so we're bursting balloons. This is programmed in BASIC, okay? Yeah, the more balls that are on it, the slower the action will be. So we'll see how we go. Right, so there's only 3 keys on this that I'm aware of. J to L, and the fire also. Right. So. Right, K for keyboard. Yes, please. So we're controlling this guy with green trousers on. I don't know what his name is. It's very, very basic, this game, but essentially we need to blow up these bubbles, right? It's probably best to focus on one at a time, because when there's lots on the screen, that's when things are going to go a bit wrong for you. Right. Hello, Tom. Right, we're bubble busting here, like bubblegum. The balloons are always yellow, I think. Pang did come out on the ZX Spectrum. I can't remember if I reviewed it or not, but this is much more basic, and I don't think it's an official one. So by firing our hook up there, we can blow up these things. But you don't want too many on these balloons on the screen at the same time, or it's Doomsville. Right, so let's take out this small one here. Oh dear, this don't look good. Yeah, boob. If I don't do very well, I will put a poke on. Right, and you have to start all over again if you get it wrong. Oh dear, I shouldn't have done that. Right, right, okay, right. Oh no, it's getting the boob. Getting the boob. Stage 2. Boing. Right. Try and get one at a time. Can I get off stage 1 without a poke? Right. Okay, that's good. Oh, no. You hear the words "oh no" a lot in my sort of like gameplays. All these games I have reviewed on the channel already, with the exception of Final Fight that we've come to earlier on. But because a few of you requested that one, I just had to jump forward. But I'll probably review it in a couple of weeks' time, I think. But yeah, it's impressive, the graphics. But you tell me what you think about the gameplay, really. Yesterday, the other fighters we did was Target Renegade. If you miss any of the live streams, they do get archived, so someone might be listening to this in the archive. If you can join us live, that's great. It's all about the interaction. Right. There we go. Right. Oops. Cannonball. It might have been called Cannonball. I always knew it as Pang. I've been recently playing that on the oh, look at that. On the, what have I been playing it on? Either the NES or the Nintendo 64. I've been playing it on the NES. Right, I seem to be off to a better start this time. Leave that big ball there. Concentrate on one at a time. Right, see. I don't think this game is overly big. I think it's only got about 4 stages on it. Now, if you had this one back in the day, let me know. Hello, Arthur. I've just seen your comment there. Now, it's always a bit of a challenge to play the games and talk and see the comments at the same time. But I will try my best. Now, this one, when there's not too much on the screen, I could probably do it. Okay, right. So, it's a nice gentle start to the live stream, isn't it, this one? Down to just one balloon on its own. This is for fans, for people of balloons and people that have got green trousers. So you might be one of those people. Let me know which one of those people you are. Uh-oh. Oh dear, that was lucky. I thought I was going to get too many bubbles on the screen at the same time. Oops, that's missed that one. Now, there's no power-ups in this game. In Pang, there's lots of power-ups, like a gun would turn up, or double hooks, or a post, and all those sort of things, and freeze in time. This one, it's very, very basic indeed. It just gives you your basic Pang or Cannonball type play. Right. Well, oh no, now free at the same time. This could be very, very tricky. Oh, I am not a number. I am a free man. Well done, Dion. Right, okay. Oh, it is a bit like that, isn't it? I think that was filmed in Port Merion, wasn't it? The prisoner, and every time he tried to escape, well, I don't think there's 3 yellow balls attacked him. Did he have green trousers in that game? Well, in that film, I'm not sure. It's very, very odd, that show. It never made it into a film, did it? Well, oh no. I mean, how was I supposed to get out of that? That was too tricky. Stage 3. As I said, I think there's only about 5 stages in this, and then it's there. I think. Oh God. Right. Oh. Now there is going to be a homebrew going up live on the channel tomorrow for those people that like the pre-recorded stuff. Can't remember what it is offhand. Members know, because they would have seen a members video in the members bit, which is one of the perks of being a member. Starts off at just $1.99, which is a bargain, isn't it, for everything that's put out here. He could have been Irish. Right, I'm going to put a poke on now, so you might see the screen freeze for a bit. That's me just typing in a poke for infinite lives, I think, so we can see the whole game. And as I say, we've pretty much seen the whole game already. There isn't a great deal more. Right, I think that's right. Bubble Buster. Ghost busting. Hello there, Rosie. Thank you for joining us. I'm just putting a poke in because I'm a poke master. Right, okay. Right, there we go. So we see action again. I should have infinite lives, I think. Have I got infinite lives? I think I might. It's either infinite lives or immunity. I think it might be immunity, so that would do us a bit better. So, you might see this green trousers man not getting as flattened quite as much now. Wait, good. Oh dear. Didn't have a sequel, this one, as far as I'm aware. Didn't get sued either, Sinclair Research. Although I say it's Sinclair Research 1985, I think it might have come out by Hudson Software the year earlier. But Sinclair Research did a lot of early games, didn't they? Really, a lot of early games. I'm a bigger fan of the earlier games than the more modern ones, to be honest. I've got two PlayStation 4 games I've been meaning to play for absolute months that I haven't got round to it because running the channel takes so long. So I'd like to get them up there. Obviously, I can't do it on the live stream on 360p. One is Wreckfest. I know we're all into retro stuff here, but some people might have heard it. And the other one is Wipeout, I think. Yeah. Right, so I'm not dying now. I've got the green trousers of immunity, but I'll try and make it look like I am trying to play this thing properly. Yeah, I prefer Pang as well, Jason. It is a bit of a rip-off. They're trying to cash in here. The first version of Pang I played was on the Commodore Amiga, which was pretty good. I just like the Japanesiness of it. Indeed, that is a word. What was the first version of Pang that you played? What system was that on? I know it's been on quite a number of systems. Might even have been on the Game Boy as well, I think. Right. Take that out there. Yeah, so Wreckfest does look pretty cool. If I do get it up on the channel, it'll be on one Sunday. I don't think it'll be on this Sunday there, because I've just started trying to do some Atari 2600 games as well. For a few weeks now, I've been meaning to do a test, a live stream test of probably about an hour or so of Atari 2600 games. So you might see me, you might not, randomly go live unofficially. And that'll be me testing the Atari 2600. So if you want to drop in on that, feel free to do so. But it is just me mucking about, testing stuff. Right. God, look how it's slowing down now in BASIC. The Spectrum's really struggling with this amount of balls on the screen at the same time. And also the green trousers. I would have preferred magenta trousers, or an option to change your trousers. And let's face it, if there's big balloons bouncing on you, you're going to need to change your trousers at least once in the day, aren't you? I think you might do. Right. So this game would be very tricky doing it properly, but I'd imagine there's some kids that would have done it properly. I wasn't one of them. I didn't have it back in the day. I've only, found out a bit quite later on down the line. Cyan trousers would be good. Oh, this is a bonus level. Now, I can sort of like die now. We've got our time's ticking down bonus. We have to destroy all of these. This is just crazy now. This is just crazy talk, bub. Do your own bub noises if you want to. That'd be a good phone ring, wouldn't it, really? Right, oh God, flashy trousers. Right, so my bonus was 3,610. Hooray for us. Hooray indeed. Right, I think it's got stuck. I think our trousers have got stuck, folks. Well, that was pretty much the end of the game. Oh, thank you, I. Smith. Thank you very much, with a big red thumbs up as well. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's got stuck there. So that introduced us in there. Yeah, I can't thank you enough, I. Smith. Really appreciated. That sort of thing helps the channel going, continues the live streams and all that sort of stuff. So excellent. You got us off to a good start. So hopefully that first game, please people that have been desperate all the week to see a game with someone with green trousers on and bubbles and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so the next game is going to test me a little bit. We might be in here a little while as we just wander around. We're going to be playing School Days by Microsphere in 1984. We've got all the normal controls, Q, A, O and P, but there's lots of other controls like S for sit, W to write on the blackboard, H for hit and J for jump and F for fire. So it's always the moment of truth when I load these games on a live stream, because I have tested them earlier on, but you never know, something suddenly won't play ball. So School Days, let's look that up. Go, go, go. Do. Looks like it's loading, that's good. School Days is pure genius, you're right there, Tom. Right, now, I won't be making any attempts at all. Do you want to put in your own names? Do we want to put in our own names? Do you want to put in your own names? J for jump, that is correct. Right, okay. So then, we do want to put in our own names. Control keys, normal. Right, cast a character. Our hero, who can the hero be? Right, okay, right. It's too late now, I've done it. We'll keep this as Eric. Eric can be the same. Right, he can go on his way. Greatness involved. Right. The tearaway. We'll keep all these people the same. The boy wonder. We'll just rename the teachers. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. On you trot, boy wonder. The bully, Angel Face. Well, he can stay as Angel Face. Right. Move on, Angel Face. Right. Apologies to anyone out there called Angel Face. The SWAT, that's Einstein. We'll keep that as Einstein. Mr. Robocop, that's a good one. Shout out your names and I'll try and put them in as we go along. Right, the headmaster, right? Who can the headmaster be? Right, okay, right. Change the name. Right. Mr. Right, who's this person going to be? Mr. Sinclair, Boaty McBoseface Sinclair. Right, let's go for Sinclair. It's all doing it in lower case. I think this was a mistake doing this. Oh dear, I don't think we should have renamed them. The computer's going very, very slowly indeed. Oh man, whose idea was this? There we go. Mr. Green Trousers, Bushwhacker, Mr. Wacky, Mr. Rocket, he's the science teacher. Oh, we show... What I'll do is, it would have been good to change all these, but the system is having such a big problem with my side changing them. Let's forget the names. Okay, Dave, let's get those all going on. How many teachers are there in this thing? It was a good idea. It was a good idea, but let's move on these fellas. Skip it. We just want to get into the game, don't we? Mr. Creek, he's an old guy. Mr. Typing Leg, get going, Creaky. Oh man. Right, there we go. Oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Right, let's go into the game. Eric. Right, okay, right. So let's try and remember. F is to fire the catapult. There we go, fire the catapult. H is to hit. Can we hit him? Right, I don't know. J is a bit of jumping. Right. Now in this game, I do know, not that I've ever done it, but you have to get Eric's school report from the safe because he's had a bad report, hasn't he? And you do that by getting those shields to flash. Oops, I don't want to sit down there. And getting a code for each one. Out of the two, I think I slightly prefer Back to School because it was a bit bigger and you got to see the... Why isn't that bloke falling down? Maybe you can only do the teachers. Right, okay, there's a teacher there. We're gonna risk that. Right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Right, good you didn't notice. There's the headmaster there. Hi, head. Whoops-a-daisy, that's a shame. No one likes to see the headmaster go. Oh, how did he see that? He's got eyes in the back of his head, that bloke. Right, now you have to get to your classroom each time, don't you, really? Oh, look, someone's written I Love Wheelie. That's a great game. That's one we could do on the live stream, although the sound would maybe a bit much. Let's sit in this class, although I don't think our class is here. Right. Wheelie, wheelie. There's Einstein there, the SWAT. 700 lines. He's not my mate. Oh, God. I mean, don't hit your mates. That's pushing it a little bit. What's this room over here? What's this room? What goes on in here? Right, maybe it's the sick bay. Right. Now, eventually, we're going to get called to class somewhere, and I don't know where it is. This is the library. Whenever I saw library on my timetable as a kid, that meant free lesson. Right, Mr. Wivet, the map room. Where's his classroom? I forgot which one was Mr. Wivet. Where's that class? Right, okay. It was the headmaster's office, was it? What kind of student was I? Is that Mr. Wivet? I was quite a good student, really. I always turned up on time. I never bunked off. Yeah, I know. What a waste of time. I went to every lesson. Well, apart from near the end. Is this Mr. Wivet? I wish he'd wear a name tag. I was in the cross country team. I was quite sporty in that regard. Oh, there's the map room over there. Oh God, we need to smash through the wall like RoboCop. Right. So I'm in the wrong class. Yeah, I know. You wasn't wearing a name tag, was you? You wasn't wearing a name tag. Yeah, I know. You told me before. Take that, big nose. Right. I got away with that. Okay. Right. Oh, I'm not gonna get to class on time. I'm not gonna get class. Actually, I was always late for one class. Right. We had one lesson that was split into two. It was half English, half maths. So it's half an hour of each one. But the two classrooms were the furthest apart you could possibly get in the school. So if you finish one class late, oh, I'm getting loads of lines here. If you finish one class late, it took you about 10 minutes to get to the other one. And then you've only got 20 minutes. This is getting a bit excessive. You can make him walk a bit faster, can't you? I think I'm going to spend all my time. What if I get behind? Oh, look. This bloke. I think this bloke is a bit of a bully. Right. Well, if you're going to expel me anyway, I'm going to make the most use of it. Who's this teacher? You're not my mate. Right. Shift. He's not doing it. Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm stuck now. Oh, dearie me. It's sort of like doing it, he's not. You can get 10,000 lines, can't you, before it all goes a bit wrong? Right. That's the end of the class now. Now I've got to go to the revision library. That was good. That was a good bit of teaching. How many lines have I got now? 8,500 lines for that. 8,500. Man alive. In Back to School, you've got a girlfriend at the girls' school, and you can make her do all the lines, which is helpful. See, look, now he walks quick. Now it works. Unbelievable. That's what I needed. That's what I needed back at the time. Oh, look at that. He's got the hang of walking fast now. All too late. Ugh. There's the library. Tough luck, headmaster. There we go. Is Einstein going to get the lines? No, right. The thing is, right, is to do a catapult. Do a catapult on the teacher. As long as you're not the nearest person, then you get away okay. Hayley was the girlfriend. Thanks, Dion. I couldn't remember her name. Why would you go out with someone that just gave you lines the whole time? Oh, look, I've been clobbered by the boy wonder. Right, that's star. Get up, mate. Get off the floor. I've been knocked out cold. Right, that's Einstein punched the ground. That's good. There's the bully. This is what revision is all about, really. Punching the Einstein, the SWAT, and all those sort of things. So, as a percentage of the game so far, I probably completed round about nothing. Hooray! Now, my favourites, I like the shows Grange Hill. I don't know if you was into those when you was about my age back at school. A lot of those episodes are actually on YouTube at the moment, and my favourite character by far is Roland. Any scene with him in, I'm a big fan. Right. Now, what was that? The white room. Well, that must be that room down there that's white. So I've got a good chance of getting to that one. Looks like the last people were learning about the periodic table. Right. Be good to get to at least one class, wouldn't it? Right. So, what seat? I want to sit at the back, because if I sit at the back, I can muck about. Right. Right. There we go. I'm ready for my class. I'm here early. Roland. Who's that girl he was with? She made most of the scenes, to be honest, though, really. All right, Roland. Yeah. That was the best era, but they couldn't repeat that show now because people get offended by everything, and I'm sure it wasn't 100% PC. Yeah. Anyway, what's happened to? Oh, he's take my seat. What's happened to comedy? I don't know. Einstein. I seem to be in a seat battle with Einstein. Oh my goodness. Einstein's getting right on my nerves now. Find your own seat, Einstein. Right, when this class is over, he's so gonna get it. Why am I getting the lines? Oh look, I think I'm gonna get suspelled now. If I just keep getting up and getting down. 10,100 lines, that can't be good. Oh no, it's because of Einstein's fault. Please, no, what's he gonna say? Why is Einstein not getting told off? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there's a headmaster here. Hello. Let's get out of here. I'm going home now. I thought I was going to get expelled then. Oh, I think I have got expelled. Do you want to put in your own? Oh, God, it's starting again. Let's have another go. Right, now I know that shift thing, but I had all the problems that I couldn't make him run fast, but I've got it now. There we go. This is me running fast. There we go. I think I've got the hang of this now. This is how you go fast in my world, right? In back to school, you could open all the desks, couldn't you? And you could find a water pistol there. Right, where's Einstein? This is a bit of revenge now. Up we go. We won't go in the headmaster's office because that's spelt bad news before. Right. Boom, 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 boom. I should have run a bit quicker, shouldn't I? I think in back to school as well, I never managed to do it, but there was a bike chained up by a tree outside. If you got the code, you could unlock it and ride the bike. Did anyone ever do that? I certainly didn't. I remember watching a friend did that. Right. If I did a walkthrough of Tomb Raider 1 once. That's a pretty tough game. It only took me about 500 years and a lot of editing. You know. So there we go. So check that one out. I did walk through Tomb Raider on the PlayStation in 1996. So I have done them. Just that it's a humongous effort. What happens when you get the shields? I think you have to get them to flash first of all, and then you fire. I think you fire the teeth when they're underneath to get a bit of a code. But a lot of the time, I did play the game like this. I had no intention of actually. Right, Einstein. Right, we know what happened before. Oh look, we got that bloke that gives us the lines. Right, Einstein, payback time, Einstein. Oh, look, he's evading my capture. Right, anyway, he's got away with that. So that's the end of playtime. Mr. Sinclair, the exam room. Where the hell's that? Where's the exam room? I hate school. School rules okay. Maybe that's the first place I was in. Maybe I just hang down here. Maybe that white room is the white room. That upstairs is the library. Perhaps it's that yellow room is the exam room. Yeah, right. The big one, right. Okay, thank you very much for that. They don't give you much time to get to your class, do you really? Right, now I want a seat, which is my seat, and no one else is going to sit in the seat. I'm going to sit at the back this time. Right. I can't see the blackboard from here, so, yes. Dun dun dun. Right, where's the tea? Oh, wait, duck. Oh, how did he get me there? I was actually on the floor, right? See, half of this class is going to be spent just us firing our catapults. I mean, I didn't have a catapult at school. I don't know if you did. Did you have a catapult? Silence. Or oh my goodness sake. Right, I need a different seat. One of these little kids. I'll get one of the little kids' seat. I mean, did this ever happen to you in school? You were sitting down somewhere and someone turned up late and took your seat. Please, what's Einstein saying? Please, sir, I cannot tell a lie. Eric is... No, you don't. No, you don't. There. That should stop him. The blackboards? I was nowhere near the blackboard. Oh, my goodness. Right. Sit on the front seat. Is that what I should have done? That's the end of the class. Right. Did you learn a lot? Did you learn a lot from that lesson? I didn't even get my book out. Right. What's here? This looks like some sort of like veranda we can go on. It's a posh school. Never posh school, that one. Right. Like, I'm off the veranda. Don't give me any lines. Right. Sit in the front seat. You think? H for hit. There's a school bully. Good to. Oh God. Everyone's out cold. I'm taking the front seat like a swat. Right. He hasn't even got a blackboard in this place. Einstein. Was you an Einstein at school? Or was you more like a bully boy? Or was you more like Angel Face, one of the other ones? Or Bully Girl, let's say. You know. Is the teacher going to turn up on this one? I think we've got a supply teacher. This is the map room. There isn't even a blackboard in here. The map doesn't look quite 100% accurate. There's been a few remakes of School Days, hasn't there? I think there was one called Class of 1999, I think. There's the teacher. Is he going to come in? No. Where's Mr. Wivet? Mr. Wivet is not with it this time. He's not with it at all. Lines 1,400, which is a few. I remember doing lines at school. I remember there was the Bash Street Kids, a comic with the Beano, and they cheated by having enough pencils in this device, like 8 pencils on a sort of like a stick, and they could do 8 lines at the same time. Right, this bloke's with it. He's right. Right, we're going to learn something here. What country's capital is Bern? That's Switzerland. Right, what's it? Einstein, you didn't get. See, look at that. You waited all the time for the class to start. The teacher asked a question. The SWAT got halfway through it, and it was time for playtime. Yay! Now, I often wonder, this game was in 1984, so I often wonder whatever happened to Eric. Did he get any qualifications at all? He probably didn't, did he really? He probably didn't. Anyway, school's only a part of it, and then the rest of it is pretty much down to luck, isn't it, really? Oops, that was a bit silly. I certainly didn't hit a teacher with a catapult, that's sure. I always remember this game rides a little bit. We had an English teacher who was a little bit eccentric, as quite a few of them were. And she had this car, and the lights were held on by sellotape. It's a bit strange, really. I remember once, these were different times, I remember once she took someone that was a bit naughty out of the classroom, outside this sort of like, it was like a frosted window, so all we could see was a silhouette of her and the naughty kid. And this hand come up and slapped her right around the face. Nowadays, she'd be locked up, wouldn't she, for something like that? Yeah, anyway. Whoops. Oh, no. Angel face. Angel delight, more like. Okay. Now, how many of you, in the comment section, completed this game? Did any of you complete it? Well, I'm sunbathing. Right, so, we played this game for quite a bit now and accomplished nothing. So let's just go around and see if we can stealth attack all of the teachers. Right. Eric did become Banana Man. That is a good shout. That is a good shout. Get the blame. Get the blame. Oh, no. I thought the bully boy was going to get the blame for that. Dion, you completed both the... Oh, wow, that is very impressive. How long did it take you to do? How long does it take to complete either of these games? Some time, I would have thought. Right, let's get suspended with style here. Here comes Robo Eric. There's the teacher's staff room, and Eric's going full out here. Dun 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 dun. I wonder what he's going to tell. I wonder what they're going to tell his parents. I mean, you'd get suspended straight away, wouldn't you? Really, if you punched a teacher, you'd get suspended immediately. Right. You completed it in 5 minutes. Well, yeah. Right. Take that, you. Kaboom. Right. So where we're supposed to... Mr. Rocket in the right room. 2,000 lines. Well, he took the problem for doing that. Right. School Days is a bit bigger. What is the on the back to school? Sorry, it's bigger. On back to school, what's the purpose of the girls' school? I know there's a mouse that runs around in there, and you can drop it to make all the girls jump up and down. What was the purpose of that in the game? Do you need to get some shields in there from that point of view? Right, let's get the lines. Einstein's got done. Do any of the other teachers? Do any of the other teachers? Sorry. Do any of the other pupils get suspended as well? I'm not sure they do. I know in some rooms you can actually fire the catapult from the back, and someone else gets the blame. I mean, how he thought that the boy Wonder was responsible for all of that, I do not know. Let's have a bit of a laugh here. Ha ha ha! Boy Wonder, don't do it again. Right, wait till you get up. Uh-oh, he saw it was me. The game is up. Bomb, 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 bomb. Yeah, I'm going now. Oh, I was supposed to be in this class, aren't I? Sorry, I was mucking about. Right, okay. Right, Einstein, we've had a beef with you throughout the whole game, so let's take your seat. Right. Oh, no. Right, I need to sit at the front, but if I sit at the front, I'm going to get some more lines. We're on 8,000 lines. Yeah, I'm trying to find the seat next to you, and now I seem to be sitting on his lap. Well, I'm sitting on the teacher's lap here. That's not going to go. That's not going to go well. Right. Okay, right. So we've got two. Now, why did I stand up there? I was going to ask to go to the toilet. That was the thing. What's Einstein doing? I cannot tell a lie. It is a bromine. Einstein must get very annoyed. Einstein must get very annoyed because no one has any time to finish save he's right or wrong. And why is all the other kids really small in this game? Apart from the main characters. Right, I think 200 lines and then we're done for. Okay, right. Let's get these lines then to force an impasse. Mr. Creek in the reading room. He sounds quite young. He's quite a young un, Mr. Creek. I mean, who'd be a teacher nowadays, especially in this school? Right, that's it. Now the headmaster's going to come after me at some point. There he is, in fact. What's the? I know there's a cheap for infinite amount of lines here. Right. Don't come back. Well, that's fine by me. I wouldn't have come back to this stinking school anyway. 10,700 lines. How much paper would that take up? It's no wonder the environment's in sort of like problems. Right, let's get out of here. That was a very cool game. Offers you a lot if you're playing it properly, I would say. So now we're going to come to a game which I was very impressed with when I first played it. I wasn't expecting much from it. It's a game called Phoenix by Mega Dodo Software in 1983. There's not too many controls really, left and right and shoot essentially, and I think you can do a shield as well. There we go. Right, so Phoenix from the Flames, we're going to play that. There's also another game on the Spectrum called Mega Phoenix, which I have reviewed, so maybe we'll look at that in another stream, or this stream if this one doesn't work, of course. So there we go, Mega Dodo. I'm not sure what else Mega Dodo did. I was close to completing that, wasn't I, Dion? I was quite close. Right, so Mega Dodo. The dodo is extinct, and I think the people that made this game are extinct as well. B for keyboard. Right, so Capshift Z, spacebar, and enter. What level do I want? Well, it's me playing. So I'll level 1, but maybe I lie and say level 5. Level 1. Excellent. Thank you for that, Julie. Really, really appreciated. Really appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This music is from Chucky Egg, isn't it? It's the Chucky Egg music. Bom, 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 bom. It's snowing. Right, right. There we go. I can do a shield like that if I want to. So, this is a conversion from Phoenix in the arcades. This one's called Phoenix as well. And look at this. It feels very Atari 2600 because the sprites you're firing at are 2 colours. Now that was very rare, especially for 1983. In fact, it was unheard of. Oh, look, I've been obliterated. Now I may have to put a poke on it there. So the main bit of this game for a kid was to try and get to the mothership at the end. There we go. So that's one bit done. Just fire as much as you can, really, before these things get a chance to start doing their evil. And that's probably the best you can do. Right, I think I might have this. Hey, good. Now it's a different formation. They're formation here. Now, look, there's a lot of shooters on the ZX Spectrum, and what I always like seeing the spaceship. This looks like a little bit like a trophy for gymnastics that someone's turned upside down. But anyway, it's a good ship nonetheless. So big thank you already to Dave and Julie that well, in a donation in the super chats, who obviously liking the stream. And as I say, if that thing continues, it helps me do well, possibly more streams and keeps the streams going as well. So you know, all about ease and stress, but don't worry if you can't afford that. As I say, the videos that go out on the channel will always be free of charge. It just helps the live ones a little bit as well. Right. God, look at these birds. Oh, I don't know how I survived there. I didn't think I'd get to the end without without a cheat on it. I still might not do. Right, 2 birdies left. They're magenta birds. Oh, look, they take a few shots to kill as well. Maybe they've got a poke on. That's all right. Right, now it's the ship. We've got to the end. We've got to take out that alien in the middle without getting shot ourselves. Oh, don't say Nick's going to do it without the cheat on it. Probably not. Because the amount of stuff that's raining down in that centre section. Let's get a shield on. Oh dear. Get myself in position. Oh, I got obliterated. Oh, I got obliterated again. Right, let's have one last go on it, and then we'll probably put the cheat on it, because, you know, it's needed, isn't it, Phoenix? Mooncrester, that's certainly one we can come to. There's Terra Cresta as well. Right, bomb, 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 bomb. B the keyboard, that's the keys. Level 1. Once you defeated the mothership there, it goes round and goes on to the next level. Definitely the Chucky Egg music, isn't it? Do 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 do. I have reviewed the 2600 version, Francesco. We might come back to that on one Sunday. It's good, but this is good as well. I mean, it's just the multiple colours that blow me away, really, because you don't really expect the Spectrum to do this. The modern day homebrews do it quite a lot. But you know, 1983. Who'd expected double colours? It just shows you that it was possible. It was possible to do, and they're big chunky graphics as well that you didn't normally get on the ZX Spectrum from that sort of like era. Right. My favourite one still, although it's much more basic than this, is Space Raiders. They're a bit like the crisps as well. Right. Okay, that's a good tip, Jason. If I get to the mothership again, I'll try and take out the separate ones. Alright, come up. Right, try and take these out on the side. So there's a lot of shooters. A lot of them seem to be based on once on the arcade already. Space Invaders, of course. Galaxians, Asteroids. There's lots of Asteroids clones. And I tend to love them all, but also as well there are a few stinkers where it's quite difficult there. Yeah, so feel free to put in your favourite ones there in the chat bit, and I'll try and remember them. And if I can remember them, I might do it in a future stream. At the moment, the streams are 2 hours long, which are going up on Monday and Tuesday. Well, I say 2 hours. Sometimes they run a bit under. Sometimes they run a little bit over. I'm getting quite good at this. Famous like right. Take out these first of all. Right. Okay, that's taking out them. How do I get to the other side? It's raining down lots of stuff on me. Right, come on, Nick, come on. If we don't do it, then there'll be a cheaty work going on. Oh, come on. Come on, alien. He's a bit like the Mekon from Dan Dare. How'd you take out this fool? This is very tough. There's another Phoenix clone called Firebirds, which you've covered on the channel. That has a fantastic mothership. That certainly does. Is that my last night? No. Has anyone done this legitimately? This alien is just firing too much damn stuff at me. Right. Okay. I think it's time for a cheat soon. Are there any other Phoenix clones I haven't mentioned? Might be. Right, okay. So you might see the screen pause for a moment. That's me putting in a sneaky cheat so I can actually show that mothership what's for, because otherwise, if I don't, when he gets back to all his friends, he'll be showing off that how he beat me in this game and how rubbish I was at it. And that's what pokes are for. Well, I tend to use a lot of pokes when I do a review, otherwise I won't be able to show you the whole game. And it's all about seeing, is it worth persevering with and getting to in the first place. Sometimes the pokes work, sometimes they don't. So we'll see if they do work on this occasion. Right. What do I want? S to start, right? I know where S is. It's down here. And I know where B is. That's down up there, right? And that's the keys. That's there. So, in theory, I should have infinite lives. I think. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Tapper. I'm looking at them all. Hero is a great game on the Atari 2600. I did review that, and Berserk as well. Still a lot to come to. I'm in the process every now and again of maybe going through ones I've already done, because I'm not sure about the accuracy of the emulation I was using beforehand. I was using a web-based thing rather than what I'm using now called Stella, and that's not Stella the beer Stella. That's very strong, that Stella beer. I tend to have Foster's there. There we go. Oh, thank you very much, Dave. Thank you very much there. So that's 3 of you. Well, 2 of you have gone in there, I think. But 3 super chats. Thank you. Yar's Revenge. I have written that one down to have a look at. Yeah, thanks, Dave. Brilliant. Right, so let's keep playing and shooting all these crazy birds as we go through. Right, I have to say as well, I don't think he's in the chat at the moment, but I have to say a special thanks or shout out to Graham Vebke, who gave me a Ko-Fi coffee earlier on yesterday, and that sort of helps as well, a bit after the stream, and Andrew Cashman as well for his donation, so thank you there. Now, it hasn't happened as of yet, because you tend to use the super chats, but apparently, if you do me a Ko-Fi when I'm actually on the live stream, apparently that Ko-Fi graphic goes up the screen, apparently, if I've done it correctly. I don't know if that's ever happened or whether it ever will do it, but there we go. Right. Oh, there's homebrews for the Atari 2600 as well, is there? Wowzers, I didn't know that system was homebrewable. How do you do a homebrew on the Atari 2600? I thought that was all on cartridges. Do you have to do it on a PC, I suppose, do you? And then what does it download it to? A cassette or something? Or is it just a file? Interesting. Or maybe you just do it through emulation, I suppose. Right. I mean, the ZX Spectrum home scene is absolutely huge, but I don't know too much about other home brews. I know there's a Sega Mega Drive homebrew scene, and presumably all the 8-bits there's homebrew scenes as well. On this level, it helps to take these out before they fully opened. Right. Go Fish Mario. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, I do want to look at a few more Nintendo games as well, although the channel will always be mainly the ZX Spectrum. Hopefully the 2 live streams at the end of the week will be both ZX Spectrum there. I want to look at a few other things as well, because it does give you a bit of knowledge when you're talking about games to compare it against other stuff. And there's quite huge games that are out there I haven't even looked at, like Super Mario I haven't had a look at, Mario 64, that was a huge game as well. And there we go. Right, but this is the best game I've seen with magenta birds in. Now you're going to tell me lots of other games with magenta birds in. Actually, that's just reminded me. Actually, you haven't done it on the live stream yet, but on the trap door, there's a big magenta chicken thing that turns up when we have to make the bloke upstairs breakfast. Right. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that, Dave. Good. Yeah, I'm pleased that there's a lot of you there in the chat. I do read that as well there, and I learn a few things. Right, come on. No, I can be a bit more cavalier now. I've got infinite lives. Right, let's take out this green alien thing. Yay, I've killed him. That told him. Yeah, 128 bytes of memory, Jason. You're quite right. Had a huge colour palette as well, didn't it? Was it 108 colours, depending if he's on PAL or NTSC? Yeah, brilliant. I mean, ideally, I don't know if I've got time, ideally tomorrow on Wednesday, be a bit late if I'm not too tired, probably 9 till 10, I might drop in and do a random test on Atari 2600 stuff. So yeah, well that's a very loose hope there, but you know, you do need a bit of rest, or else you end up feeling a bit conked out, really. Whoa. So we'll do this a bit more. and then we'll jump into Final Fight, which a few of you recommended. As I say, my first impressions was it was very, very good, but the playability was a bit, it didn't have the playability, let's say, Renegade or Target Renegade, that tried to keep things a little bit simpler. But it's nice to see. I mean, it's a game I've reviewed on I think I've reviewed it on the Game Boy Advance or the Sega Mega Drive. I've certainly reviewed it on the Commodore Amiga, where the characters all were a little bit big. Oh dear, there we go. Bomb, 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 bombs. I hope you're liking the live stream so far. I'm trying to keep you entertained as much as I can with my silly chat, and you give me things to talk about as well in the comment section there. So it's a bit like being a radio DJ, where you just talk and talk and talk. There's not too many elements of silence in this, unless something's gone hideously wrong. People that watched the very first testing live streams that I did that didn't hear anything, that's when there was a microphone problem, and I was just talking to basically no one. But that's when I was trying to do it in 720p, and the internet couldn't stand it. So I was grateful for the feedback there. But we're gradually going in the right direction. This is still, I consider myself still a bit of a noob on this sort of thing. But yeah. We're going good. We're going good. Right. Okay. So you can say that you was there more or less at the start. That's good. So at some point when I perfect this, when I get it to where I want to do, I want to be doing it on Twitch as well. So you never know. There might be elements where I do this for a couple of hours on YouTube, because I don't think you can stream at two places at the same time. Can you? Thanks for that, Dion. Thank you. Right, I don't think you can stream for two places at the same time, so it might be a point in the future where we do a 2-hour stream on YouTube and then play all the same games over on Twitch for a couple of hours. So if you want to, if you're pretty crazy, you could probably watch the show twice, but the show's always going to be, although it's the same games, the show's always going to be slightly different because the comments will be different there as I answer your questions. Thank you, Gumdio. It's all about respect, I think, really, in the streams, respecting the people that are watching it, be grateful that they're watching it, and also reading those comments, and yeah, there we go. That's what I try and do anyway. All comments are important. Oh dear, there's nothing worse, is there, when you do a heartfelt comment somewhere on a video where you thought about it for a while, you want to join in, and then you don't get answered at all. I mean, I tend to answer about 99% of them. I certainly read them all. Sometimes there's one where I don't answer it, or I think, oh, I don't understand what's going on here. It's normally from someone I don't know, and I think, are they trying to cause trouble or not? And it's hard to know, or it's just a statement. But most of the time I try and keep it friendly. That's what it's all about, isn't it, really? Yeah. Perhaps, thanks, Julie. Perhaps they should put me on real television. What do you think? Yeah. Right, we'll shoot some more aliens for a bit, and then I think it'll be down to Final Fight. Right, it won't be the final fight though, because we're doing some other fights. I did almost consider doing Yi Ar Kung Fu for the live stream, so that's something we can do. And I also I did consider doing a stream all with fighting games. I think that might get a bit samey. Variety is the spice of life, so you don't want all shooters, you don't want all racers. You want a bit of a mix up, don't you? So when a game comes up that's not quite your favourite, you'll know that there might be one a bit later on that ends up being your favourite. Hurrah, if you know what I mean. I think we're on stage, we must be on about stage 3 by now. Okay. Now, ZX Spectrum's, as I say, we're darting through these. If we ever do Commodore Amiga, the games might last a little bit longer. I found a way to make the games load a bit longer, load a bit quicker, and that is I can do the loading when I'm not online, and you can do a save state so you can pick up from where you left off, and that's what essentially I had to do with Final Fight, because it was taking ages and ages and ages to actually load. Yeah. Okay, right. Boom, boom, boom. I don't think I've covered Breakout on the Atari 2600, so that's something to maybe have a look at. Berserk's a good one, isn't it? There's a lot of classics there. Space Invaders. I'll tell you what was a bad game on the Atari 2600. It was the original Pac-Man. It looks like that was a very lazy port. I mean, they corrected it with Miss Pac-Man, and Pac-Man Jr. was quite good. It's a larger map, so that'd be quite good. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Jason. Yeah, that Pac-Man wasn't good. Thanks, LTM. We did cover Bruce Lee in another stream, but I could look at it again. Apparently, Bruce Lee has been remade. I'm not sure who actually remade it. Was it? It might have been Alan Turvey. I might have got that wrong. So let's just blow up this thing, then we'll go into final fights. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There was a demo I was trying to get to work for a review, but I couldn't get it to work, of Mortal Kombat. One of the most impressive ones I saw on the ZX Spectrum that didn't get released was Doom. You might see a review I've done there of the demo, and that's absolutely outstanding. I think they finished it in 1996. I think a Russian outfit might be responsible for that one. Yeah, Pac-Man. Just reading the comments there, Gumdio. Pac-Man was a bit rushed, wasn't it? There we go. So that was a bit of Phoenix for you. So that was good. So far we've looked at Bubble Buster, which was quite basic, School Days, and then Phoenix. Now we're going to have a look at Final Fight. As I say, I've loaded it from a save state, so we're going to be straight into the game. But I found it a bit slow to control and a bit hard on my eyes. You might find it a little bit different. But I haven't got any pokes for this. So the keys are Q, A, I, O and space. E-I-E-I-O. It's an old McDonald's sort of thing. An E-I-E-I-O pad. Right, Final Fight. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Right, there we go. Snapshot, it's called. Right, here I am. So you've got anyone a choice of 3 characters to control. Here I am, the big wrestler called Hagar, and he's already on the deck. Right, okay, right. And spacebar is fight. Yeah, I don't get on with this at all. Graphically, it's brilliant as I get him into a power driver. Right, good. If you had this one back in the day, then let me know. Obviously, tell me things I'm doing wrong, because this is the second time I've played it. And it is a... As I say, if you can get some colour into this and get it to move a bit quicker, it'd be outstanding. But the Spectrum, this is 128K, it's really struggling. It's really struggling with that. Right. Boom. Okay. E.T. on the Atari 2600. Now, that's supposed to be a terrible game, isn't it? So that'd be interesting to come to. I mean, I'm with you, Gumdio. It's way too slow. If you look at Target Renegade, because the games are all in the playability for me, and it's a bit confusing. If you look at Target Renegade, the characters you're controlling are quite basic, but they've got the balance correct. Now, by shooting these bins, you can get extra power and energy. Hagar's already in a bit of bother here as I do that stuff. Thanks, Dion, there. If you're back, then great, but thank you for dropping in. Much appreciate anyone that drops in. So what are you thinking of this game? Gumdio thinks it's a little bit on the slow side. I agree as well. I just want it to be so better, and because it's on a bit of the slow side, it's very hard to sort of like control really to see where you are. Yeah. Right. So Final Fight was by US Gold in 1990. So quite near the end of the ZX Spectrum's run. So at this point, it is competing with the 16-bit systems. So by the screenshots, this would have looked quite good. But I must admit, you're quite right, Dave. I'm not finding it that much fun, to be honest with you. It's a bit of a chore. I'm only playing it because it was requested, really. It's not a game I've reviewed so far, but I will be coming to it. And I think I pretty much told you what I'm going to be saying in that review anyway. So it might come up one Saturday. It won't come up this Saturday. Maybe in a couple of weeks' time if we get round to it. Right, there we go. I think the Street Fighter games, are they not overly good either, are they? I remember Street Fighter 1 on the Commodore Amiga was quite poor. The problem with it really was you needed a controller, didn't you, with a lot of these fight things. Oh, that's an interesting. If you wave a lead pipe, it feels like a summer breeze. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Nick, stop singing. Right, okay. Well, I can't help it. I'm a singaholic. Right. Maybe I should release a song on YouTube. I bet that'll get lots of views. Right, Afro Man, when retro games. Do-do-do-do-do. Retro gaming. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Right, that's enough of that song. Oh, look at this. This is so... I'm not sure how long I can stick with this game, folks, but we'll try and get to the end of the first stage. But, yeah. Anyone watching this will think there might be terrible lag going on, but there isn't terrible lag. Well, there might be some lag. But this game is not making it easy. There's so much going on here, and, yes. Good fighting games, as I said, Renegade, Target Renegade. I can't quite remember what Shadow Warriors was like. Anyway, conventional non-scrolling beat 'em ups. Ye Are Kung Fu. Ye Are Kung Fu 2 wasn't that good. The Running Man. Now I have played that on the Amiga. I think I've reviewed it on the Amiga as well, and I might have reviewed it on the ZX Spectrum, but I tend to get it mixed up with Total Recall, to be fair. We'll be coming to a game in this stream, hopefully, which is similar, called Smash TV. That's good, isn't it? I played that now on the Amiga, the Mega Drive, and the Spectrum. All of them feel like completely different games. Yeah. Tom, you're talking about Street Hassle, that guy in his pants. I might be reviewing that on the Commodore Amiga at some point. That is a crazy game, Street Hassle. Yeah. If you haven't seen that review, everyone, do have a look on that. That game has to be seen to be believed. You're a wrestler running down the street in your pants, and you fight old grannies with umbrellas and also Andy Warhol lookalikes, which keep turning up. The graphics are a lot more simple than this, and it moves a lot more simple than this. We're fighting someone called 2P. If that's a rapping name, it's terrible. I can understand 50 Cent, but why would you call yourself 2P? It could get mixed up with 2Pay, or a TP, which the Red Indians are living, or Native Indians I have to say now. Right, a 2P, 2Pay, in Taipei, bought in a TP. There we go, say that quickly. Mighty Final Fight. Is Mighty Final Fight, is that on the Spectrum? Or is that, what system is that? What system is that on? Yeah. I haven't played the Smash TV version yet, Jason, on the SNES, so maybe I should queue that up as we gradually go through. I've been told when I played the first one, because I'm not used to SNES, I had it on the wrong ratio. There might be another game that I play soon that's also on the wrong ratio, that's pre-recorded, but then I'll sort it all out, and I was just configuring the controls. But anyway, it's all about having fun, which hopefully comes across, and it's all about easing stress and having a bit of a laugh, really. Having a bit of a laugh. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and as I told you before, we all know that, but occasionally you'll see a comment in the comment section that goes on about 3 paragraphs telling me in fine detail all the stuff I was doing wrong. Anyway, those ones I either don't answer, or I just say, oh, thank you, with a thumbs up. That's diplomatic, isn't it? That's diplomatic. That's pure customer services. Right, I'd like that gorilla to turn up from Street Hassle. That could help me. I've only got 13 seconds left. The time's going down quick to complete the level. Right, 8, 7, 6. Oh dear. There we go. Rapper 2P. 4 seconds. Is that it? I think that's it. I think we've run it. Oh, we've done it with 1 second to go. Oh, time over. There we go. So I don't really like that game, to be honest with you. There's the 3 different characters. Haga. I think it said Hody then, didn't it, or something. Anyway, we'll get out of that. I was expecting a little bit more from that game, but the graphics are too big for the speed of the thing. Hi, Bonehead. I hope you are well. Thank you there for joining us on this Tuesday evening. Hurrah, hooray. So far, we looked at Bubble Buster, School Days, Phoenix, and Final Fight. If you just joined us, it will be archived there if you want to watch it a bit later, but glad you can join us live. So I think it's time for a homebrew now. A homebrew game I was impressed with. Final Fight was a bit too ambitious, Dave, I agree there. But we're going to look at a game from 2019 now. It's a motorbike racing game where you control a girl called Maureen. And it's just a gal. So let me familiarise myself with the controls. QAO, I think it's redefinable this. Let's have a look. Just a gal. And quite often when I'm playing this game, I go into the song, I'm just a gal who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. And this would probably be more or less the same. There she goes. Right. There she is. Right. Check out the music. Dance like her if you want to. Maybe if I do another dance vid, I can put that just a gal next to me, superimposed, and we can both do the dance. I'll be in the middle, of course, and she'll be dancing either side. And if that don't go viral, I don't know what won't. Right, keyboard. Fire to start. I think that's M, is it? Right. Okay. So there's single race, there's championship, and there's arcade. But we will do a let's do a championship. Who cares? Right. We're starting off in Spain. It's always best to qualify first of all, and I haven't played this for a while, so this will give me a chance to get my eye in, I'd imagine. Right, I'm just a gal who can't say no. I told you I was going to sing this. I'm in a terrible fix. Right, away we go. We're qualifying now. Don't forget, to break round corners. This game is silky smooth by Zosia Entertainment. It's one of the I think we reviewed this about 3 or 4 months ago actually. Whoa, slow down, Nicky. You can't turbo around the corners. That's going to cost me a little bit of time. Yeah, I mean, Final Fight would have looked good from the screenshots, Kitten Rapture, I think, but it was attempting a bit too much. The Spectrum had about, I don't know, about half a megabyte maybe. I mean, with these emulators, there is an option to speed it up, so maybe I should have done that. But yeah, I'll tell you a game graphically, if you want a game that's going to blow your mind. Valley of Rains, that's quite a good one. Maybe we can do that in a future live stream as well. But I do try and vary it up a bit. We generally look at either 1 or 2 homebrews along with the older stuff, because it lets you know, although it's basically the same computer, it lets you know how technology's gone forward in terms of the software and the compilers, so see how much they can get out of the system, and it's absolutely incredible. My favourite races back in the day, motorbike wise, were Super Hang On, which we did just like maybe a blundering series, but it wasn't called blundering on the channel, went through all the bits, and Enduro was good as well. Kickstart was okay, I suppose. It wasn't quite as good as the other ones. Right, so I don't know what's a good lap or not, so at the moment we're going round, it's only 1 lap qualifying, and then we'll see what time we get and where we qualify on the grid. So it's all about qualifying, and then we're in a race against a load of bikers. You might notice, it's very subtle, but you might notice when we go around the corners the screen is angled, so it does lean a bit. Look out for it the next time we go around. So it's leaning, see, look at that, and it's leaning in a good way. It's super smooth. There's mountains in the background, so we're in Spain. I don't know what mountains there are. So 1 minute 30.043, and that puts us in last place by 6 seconds, which translates as Nick, you're rubbish. No, Nick isn't rubbish. Maureen's rubbish. We needed a much better bike from Maureen. Maybe we should have done arcade mode. It is got good sound, Tom. You're quite right. So we're at the back here because we qualified last. We can't go too early, or else it'll be a full start. So I'm just going to try and hang on. I'm just trying to hang on to the rest of these bikers and they don't disappear. It's automatic gears, so I don't have to shift through them. Right, how am I going to drift past these people? Go Maureen. So we're in 24th place behind Sokol Petrov and Voniam Goev. Don't disappear. Oh, look, I'm round the back here. How am I going to get past this mob? This is worse than Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge on the Amiga. Maybe I can get on the inside. I mean, this doesn't look like a 6-second deficit between me and them. How am I going to weave through here? Let's just go through. Yeah, that might be a gap. Let's weave through there. We're coming through. Oh no. Right, I went into the Bonanza music then, but we're in 23rd place. We've got past someone called Copperfeet. Oh no. Wasn't he a magician? David Copperfeet. Whoa. Right, so I would say track this one down if you've got a Spectrum and haven't seen it already. It's Just a Gal 2019. There's no sequel to this that I'm aware of. It moves as smooth as, I would say, 4K a race, which is another good one to track down. Formula 1, it's another good one maybe we can look at on a live stream. The same sort of smoothness, although it doesn't lean as you're going around the corners. I'm sure my bike's quicker than them. Let's floor it as we go around here. So, you know, it's smooth, but it isn't the quickest game in the world. Super Hang On is a bit quicker from back in the day. Oh, this might be a chance to weave through. Up into 19th place. Up into 18th place. Right, okay, so it's all about getting these corners and getting on the right bit of the track and not bumping into people. Bumping into people on a bike is probably not the best thing to do. Right, come on. Oh, that's very wide, although I seem to still be making ground up as we zip into, well, still in 18th place. Slowly getting there. If I win this race, it'd be absolutely incredible. Come on, Maureen. Woo, come on, Maureen. So come on, Maureen. Dexy's Midnight Runners. That was the B-side to Come On, Eileen. It was Come On, Maureen. Or was it Buzzer for Maureen? I'm not quite sure. It was one of those. Two. We do need some power-ups, Tom. You're quite right. So it's a bit of a simulation. I haven't tried out the arcade mode, so we might have to try that one out as well at some point as we get up into 13th place. I don't know how many of these. I don't know how many positions a score. I don't think there is a manual gears option, Dave. I might be wrong, but I haven't been able to see it. It certainly make it a bit interesting. Notice my back wheel there. That's got a graphic there, which means it's spinning around. The computer opponent... Oh, man, the computer opponents haven't got a spinning back wheel. Oh, I lost so much time then as that car literally just drove through me as if there was no one going along. Boo, boo. These are top ZX Spectrum engine sounds. Got to love them. Arcade mode has faster gameplay, Dave. Well, I'll look forward to seeing that then. Hopefully there'll be some checkpoints or something like that. Oh dear, the bike goes spinning and it's the hospital tent for Maureen. No, she's jumped back on again. We're back into last place. Copper Feet and Sokol Petrov have gone there. If you're watching Copper Feet and Sokol Petrov, then comment in the section below and maybe do a super chat because you must be famous bikers. Oh look, I'm miles behind now. What's this is supposed to be 279 kilometers an hour as I go over the rumble trip. Can we get past at least one of these people? We're on lap 2 of 2. Right. Lap 2 of 2. Did I do the arcade game on the review? Well, my memory's going. We look at so many games. Before the live stream each time, because I tend to prepare what I'm doing a bit early on in the day. I do go through everything I reviewed so far, and also ones that you've nominated also, and I try and put a mixture together there. Sometimes I have a quick practice just to make sure the thing loads and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, this is a pretty good game. It might bore people that are more used to the arcade bit, but as we say, it does have an arcade function. Yeah, I don't know, Tom, why there's no trees next to the track. Normally there are, aren't they? And then you go head over heels. Perhaps it's because this was made in 2019, after all the sneaky rules come in about health and safety, maybe. Come on, let's just not come last. This must be the finishing straight now. We're not last, as long as we don't get caught by these fellas. Well, I say fellas. Yeah, they must be fellas. Copper Feet. Come on, let's get right. We're going back up there. So before all this happened, we was in 14th, 13th place. So if the guy hadn't gone into us, I think we would have gone quite good. Cito Pons. I have got that. Is that a Spanish one? I have got that on the list to possibly review. 23rd place. Well, that's good, isn't it? 23rd place. We beat Sokol Petrov. That was quite good. Right. Well, now we're going to leave the championship just so we can do arcade mode. Because we know what it's all about. Right. All our results will be lost. Well, it'd be a shame to lose that 23rd place. Oh no, I wanted to leave the championship. Yes, I do want to leave the championship. Arcade mode. So, it's going to go a bit quick then, you say. Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember. It was all green, yeah. I prefer the yellow. Yeah, I prefer the yellow to be this. Yeah, that's it. The arcade mode's there, but it loses something being in green. Yeah, I remember it well. And I think you don't need to accelerate. It just keeps accelerating automatically. And it's much easier to overtake people. Whoa! As he spins off. So the track's been covered in green slime, I think. Maybe from Ghostbusters. That slime from the Ghostbusters show. Or the Ghostbusters cartoon. That reminds me, someone did mention in the comments section recently actually about, or was it on Twitter? They mentioned about the real Ghostbusters cartoon. And I made a mental note to try and check to see if it's on YouTube, some episodes, because I loved that show when I used to get home from school, so I'll have to try and see that. I've been looking at a bit of Rent-A-Ghost recently, got a bit obsessed with that, and I certainly need to go back to Red Draw, because I was attempting to watch the whole of the first series. I only got through the first 2 episodes of Series 1, and then I sort of like ran out of time doing other stuff, but I have to go back in there. I do a few screen grabs as well on the Twitter. Right, okay, let's go through here. The cat would say, I'm going to eat you little fishy because I like eating fish. Nick's gone mad. Okay, again. So, we haven't got a time ticking down here, have we? We're in 6th gear. It looks like we can go on here forever, perhaps. It is a bit like infrared. You're right there. You're right. Rent-A-Ghost. I was debating in Twitter the other day what had happened to Dobbin from Rent-A-Ghost. There was Nadia Popoff, wasn't there? McWitch, the Scottish witch. Timothy Claypole. And the Meekers are called Harold and Ethel Meeker, but the one that interested me the most was Dobbin. Don't go in the cellar. Dobbin was a top character. Some say he was a pantomime horse, but I doubt it. He looked quite realistic to me. And what was Dobbin doing, hanging around with all those ghosts? It's a good idea, isn't it? Rent-A-Ghost. I'd certainly phone them up if they was in the phone book, and I'd scare someone super good. Right, we'll do one more lap of this because it looks like it's going to go on forever. And then we'll jump back in to, we'll jump in there, smash. Oh, the Perkins! I forgot about the Perkins. They were next door. They were quite a straight-laced couple, weren't they? Got shocked about everything, especially ghosts. Yeah. How many? I need to look it up. How many shows did they do of Rent a Ghost? Because it seemed like it went on for years. But as watching it as a kid, it was probably only a few shows, wasn't it? A bit like Tony Hart or something like that. Yeah, Danger Mouse is on as well. I'm getting a bit of reverie now. Maybe I should do a video of all these shows. But yeah, the problem is when you do so, you have to watch what gets copyrighted or not. You certainly could put any theme music on. But Terrorhawks was good. At the end, they used to do the X's and the noughts between the two robots, like tic-tac-toe. Yeah, that was a bit like Thunderbirds, really, but more advanced. But Timothy Claypole certainly weren't in that show. I'll tell you one show that really scared me back in the day. Was a show called Pob, right? And I did a comment on Twitter that he reminded me of someone from a horror show. And someone then did a mock-up of Pob with a big dagger and sword from a horror film, and he looked darn scary. I must tell thee. Okay, right, through here. Get to the next lap. We're in sit gear. Yeah, so I must admit, arcade's a good addition on this, but it's not as exciting as the championship, is it? Really, not as interesting there. Evening, Costado. I hope you are well, sir. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Martin. Pob was a nightmare. He was a nightmare. He used to spit everywhere as well, didn't he, Pob? I mean, I was much more at home with Butt and Moon, where Mr. Spoon would go to the moon each time. That was quite safe. Trapdoor, that was a good one. But Pob, he was just spitting everywhere, and it was so scary. Why did kids like that? There was another show as well. Ragdolly Anna, that was scary. Bag Puss, I thought that bored me a little bit. But there was other top shows. I'll tell you one, you might not have known this unless you was if you was outside the UK. Finger Mouse was just this old guy with a cardboard mouse on his finger. How you couldn't get away with that. Glad you are well, Costado. So far we've looked at Bubble Buster, School Days, Phoenix, Final Fight, and then Just a Gal. But we will zip in now to Smash TV. Hopefully Grot Bags won't be there, Channel Fadge, but you never know. And Smash TV is all about surviving as long as you possibly can. It's got redefinable keys, but as I say, I'll have a proper go first of all. And if that's no good, then we'll maybe do a little bit of cheating. Or power assist. That's what we'll call it, power assist. We won't call it cheating. We call it power assist. Right, Smash TV. There we go. So if you don't know this game, you're in an arena, games by Ocean in 1991. You must survive as long as you can, just shooting everything in the arena, and then go on to the next stage. Now, luckily for me, the keys are redefinable, so I should be okay. The show never made it to television, so there we go. So redefinable keys. Right, so we know what I'm going to probably put. My favourite keys. O is left, P is right, Q is up, A is down, fire that can be spacebar, pause is H, because we're certainly not going to pause it. Right, okay, then let's get out of here. Right, then we want 3 for keyboard. Now let's have some dubious gameplay. Here I am, ready to enter the arena. What could possibly go wrong? Right, okay, so this version of Smash TV is not like any other version that I've played so far, but I haven't played the Commodore 64 version, and I haven't played the Amstrad CPC version, and I presume there was a Master System version. So you have to destroy everything here without getting shot. Well, oh dearie me. So he's not doing very well already. Now you can collect prizes. That's them gone. So then now these balls have been turning up. Blast everything. Collect the prizes, and we've got a shield. So that's good. Let's use that to great aplomb. Everyone die in the arena. It's a very difficult game to complete on your own. I think there might be a two-player version. Rosie and Jim. I never saw Rosie and Jim. The Magic Roundabout was a bit weird as well, wasn't it, really? But that was slightly before my time, ever so slightly. Rainbow was the one with all the innuendos in as well, wasn't it? Right. Okay. Play score. What's through the round window? Well, if this had been through the square window, then it would be a very scary process indeed. Oh. Come on now. Come on. I wouldn't like a go of this in real life. Game over. Well, I think if I keep playing it like this, it's just going to be dying over and over again. So you'll see the screen pause again as we put in a sneaky poke, so you can see a bit of the game, and we can talk, well, rubbish as per usual. I've written down the poke. Hopefully I've written it down properly. There we go, there we go. If I haven't written it down properly, well, then we're just down to my own skills. And what could possibly go wrong there? Apart from everything, of course. I think that is in. Right, and the screen goes back up and running again. Chocky! I mentioned it before. I think my favourite one, just was the music, was Chilton and the Wheelies. You know Chilton? Bom 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 ho 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 ho. Yeah, if you don't know Chilton and the Wheelies, that's probably just scared you completely. I have to redefine the keys every time, do I? Well, there's probably a way around there. But I was too busy singing Chilton and the Wheelies. Ho, 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 ho. Right, okay. Away we go. Should have infinite power now. Should have infinite power. Hopefully, if you've had a stressful day, you'll feel your stress zipping away on here. Right, if I had it my way, if time was permitting, I would do one of these every day for people. Certainly, certainly. I will say it again, thank you to people that have become members of the channel, helping me out a great deal. It starts from just $1.99 and you find out, well, yeah, a perk really. You find out what videos are going live on the channel there. And it works out about 4 or 5 pence. I've worked out a video for the month, which is pretty good value. I think I'm worth that. So there we go. And thank you everyone that's done the super chats so far. Right, now. I think I'm invincible now, aren't I? I'm not dying, right? So now I'm invincible. Let's. There's nothing more to defeat stress than blowing up a load of aliens in some random arena that means nothing to no one. Right? Okay, let's do this. You didn't have a stressful day at all, Cristado? Well done, you. That's the sort of thing we should all try and get to, really. Well done, sir. Sitting on a sofa, drinking a toffee apple... Oh, wow, I wouldn't mind a toffee apple cider. Where'd you get these toffee apple ciders from? I want one of those. Sounds quite good. What about some chocolate as well? Does that go with a toffee apple cider? What do you drink with that? Or what do you eat with that, I should say? So, obviously not these worms coming down the stadium, although I might send you one to dip in your drink if you want to. Right, that was a bomb. Bomb the base across this place. Right. There we go. I had some Krabby's cider, I think a few months ago. I'll tell you a cider that's really awful. It's only one step up from vinegar. Strongbow cider. That is really awful stuff. I remember I used to drink that quite a lot in the park when well, not on my own, of course. When there was a big group of us and we was too young to go in the pubs, and we used to drink that and then go into this dubious club called the Pink Toothbrush, which had let us in. There we go. Those were the days. Yeah, what a bunch of losers. I'd go back to that in a heartbeat. We worried about stuff, but stuff that wasn't really irrelevant, like our hairstyles and the quality of our shoes and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, as you get older, you appreciate other stuff, don't you? Really, the important stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Francesco. The colours are quite quick. We're quite good, and we're attacking these tanks. It moves very, very fast, this game. But just remember, I am playing this with a poke on it for immunity. Try and think the amount of times I would have died on this and how difficult it would have been. All versions aren't the easiest in the world, and it is easier on 2 players. On a lot of other versions, you can turn around and fire at the same time, which you can't do on this one. You just have to fire in one direction. Horizon Chase Turbo, that's a good shout, Mick. I've got that, that's on the PlayStation, but I have got a demo of that on my iPad. It used to be that you could only do the first few races, and I played it the other day, and they were giving you a lot more of the games. It's potentially something I can look at as a proper review there. Yeah, there we go. Right, I fancy some cider now. I'll tell you what I've got in the cupboard. I've got well, I haven't got much of it left. I've got some Southern Comfort, which is always good. You're supposed to mix it with Coca-Cola or something, but I just prefer having a little bit neat. And also as well, I've got, which is a lovely drink, which I have every now and again, is Bailey's. Just the normal Bailey's there. That's quite nice too. Obviously don't drink a pint of it, or it's going to go a bit crazy. But it helps to do this. Now, in these live streams, I know some people do them drunk. Well, I'm never going to do them drunk, because I at least want to offer you something. If I get drunk, my gameplay will be exactly the same. But at least I'd have an excuse. Right, Arena 1, as we go through here. Now, have any of you I know that some of you completed school days, but have any of you completed this without cheating? Because I would imagine this is a lot harder to complete than school days was. You need certainly lots of action. I'm glad you like Baileys as well, Julie. There's lots of different flavours. There's a strawberry one as well, which I think might be a bit sickly, but I'd like to try it. Yeah, excellent. There's the standard Baileys, coffee Baileys. You know, good stuff. It's a good smooth drink. Good smooth drink to have every now and again. Right. Right. You haven't found rhubarb and custard in the Netherlands yet. Do you mean the cartoon or the actual sweets custado? Southern Comfort is a lovely drink. I used to have I used to be quite partial of the cherry version of that, and then I say partial. I only ever had 2 bottles. Then I couldn't find any at the supermarket again, so I don't know if there's any special outlets you can find the cherry Southern Comfort there. But it'd be good to see that. It's good to see that again. Yeah, maybe it will turn up at Christmas. What do you reckon? You completed it on the SNES, have you, Dave? Well done there. That's okay, Astay Moore. Thank you for joining us here. I'm playing, you might know already, I'm playing this with a bit of a cheat on there. Astay Moore has joined us in the chat, everyone. He's produced a great game I reviewed at one point called A Yankee in Iraq, so track that one down. It's a pretty good helicopter game. There we go. Right, there we go. I've given you a shout out already. How about that? Mighty Boosh, now that's a good show. They've recently taken a lot of those off, haven't they? I think iPlayer, because with the new movement that you can't. Racism is a big thing now. I think they were racist, to be honest. But anyway, racist between swamp people like Old Greg. I like Mighty Boosh. There was a pink octopus character played by Noel Fielding, and it says it's an outrage. That was good. What was his name? Mr. Harrison, wasn't it? This is an outrage. You got to subscribe to the channel. There we go. No Fielding impression there, and he did Old Greg as well. Old Greg, do you love me? Are you playing those love games with me? I just want to know what to do because I need your love a lot. Old Greg. Old Greg. Now, if you don't watch the Mighty Boosh, you wonder Nick's gone into one again. But I do like a bit of sync. Why don't this thing just stay still? There we go. I need the Mighty Naboo there. On to the next section and just collect these presents here. Right. Eels. Oh, that was a good character, wasn't it? So what was his name with the white polo on his face? I'm a Cockney geezer. Yeah. What was he called? Eels up inside ya. Finding it. No, I can't sing that song. Not on a PG channel. Do you like eels, boy? Yeah, I could do that. Hooray! Eels. I could do an impression of that so easily. Yeah, right. He's a Cockney. There was a song they did which is combining songs from the past and the future. Where did it go? Combining songs from the past and the future. Combine them to make something not quite as good as either. Haha. Yeah, good stuff. Eels up in... No, we can't do the Eels song. We can't do any of these songs, really. Right. How are we doing on Smash TV, anyway? Smash TV from 1991. From Ocean Software, as we go back into here. Yeah, have you got Killaroo? That was a good one. 33 viewers, thank you, Gumdio. We're playing this with a poke on it. My first go wasn't particularly good. I just want to see what happens. Well, we get to the first end level boss at least. I seem to remember it was a guy that looks a little bit like he was on a toilet. Yeah. Now, talking about the Mighty Boosh, I'd like to be as cool as Vince Noir. Every so often there's comments about the Mighty Boosh being remade, but can No Fielding still be Vince Noir and get into those tight leather trousers and that like silver spangly jumpsuit? Could he still do that? I'm not sure he could do. Yeah, I'm a Cockney geezer. Right, okay. Hey, all right, boy. Oh no, I can't get out of that voice now. Maybe I should get a polo on my face. Right, this is an outrage. Right, no. Go back. Nick's back in the room. He's got multiple personalities, all from the Mighty Boosh. Right. Who were those shaman in it as well? They were quite funny as well. Right. So let's take out this fella. Just die, you big hippo. Oh, it's Mr. Shrapnel, isn't it? Right. I'll take that money. Thank you very much. Is he going to die anytime soon? I think it's realised as I've got a poke on it. Right, there we go. I actually walked into him and that's died. Let's get exit here. Right. Haha, solo polo. I'm a solo polo. Right, now we're going to take out this guy. Hey, do you want some, boy? Do you want some? Oops, dearie me. Right. He does look like he is sitting on some sort of like commode or some sort of toilet thing. It's probably best to get to the side and shoot him that way. Is he going to die soon? Die, sir. Die, sir. Die, sir. Right. Right. My Friday video vlog. I mean, I tried to do a normal Friday chat like all other channels do. But I couldn't help myself. I had to muck about at some stage, so you will see it interspersed by really short sketches of that stormtrooper and that Dalek gets involved. I did enjoy trying to do a Dalek voice. There we go. So total points scored. I just can't be sensible. I can't be sensible for any length of time left on my own. You have won. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you, boy. Right. Right, look at all that cash. If only that was true. Right, what's the time? Blimey, we've been playing this. We've been an hour and a half in already. Right, let's just do a few more stages, and then the next game I want to show you after I've had a bit of a go on this. Oh, it's paused, is it? Right, after I had a bit of a go on this is Into the Eagle's Nest, where essentially it's Gauntlet really with a World War II skin on the thing. Okay, right. Whoa, it does feel like he's on casters, Mick. You're quite true. It's like a little grid, isn't it? Really, like a little grid. Right. This stuff reminds me of that sweet, the space dust you can put on your tongue, and then it's like dance around. Oops, we've lost our special powers here. I mean, what's the point of this thing? It reminds me a little bit, as I say. I think I say this every time I look at this game. It reminds me a bit of the Running Man. There's a force field, but way too late to make any use of it. Situation critical. Right. Okay. Right. Kaboom, kaboom. I do like the creative videos. There was a series of videos I used to do which weren't very popular. But they were quite a long time ago, called the Random Wednesday Question. I don't know if you've seen them, but they were getting a bit advanced near the end. I mean, the first 3 series weren't really that advanced. And then by series, I think 4, 5, and 6, then it started going a bit crazy. It had Igor the Thunderdwarf in it. They took a while to make, but I did enjoy making those. But they were the least watched thing ever on the channel. But they were quite good. Yeah, right. Yeah, it is hard to keep it PG with these enemies. But anyway, it isn't blood. It's tomato ketchup that's going around the thing. It's tomato ketchup and jam, because this is set in a tomato sauce and jam factory. So everyone knows that. So that's me covered. I played a lot of the Psygnosis games, Mick, but I haven't played that one. I'll have to maybe get that down. Hired Guns. What's it most like in the Psygnosis games? Is it a top-down shooter like this, or is it like Shadow of the Beast, or Aminos, or what is it like, that game? Right. Well done, Stephen. I'm glad someone's watched those Random Wednesday questions there. If you look on the comedy playlist, there is a series of things that I was trying to be funny, which never ever took off. But they had sort of like a niche following, like a miniature Mighty Boosh, I suppose. There was one where me and Igor would just talk about bits of artwork, which he would never actually understand and get. We'd have an argument about that. And there was a one-off one where we was going to do a series, but we just did a one-off in the end. It was the Mr. Men, which we'd edited a little, well, massively. The Mr. Men, and it was scripted by Igor. Yeah, so have a look at that. I think Mr. Big Hands or something like that. Mr. Big Hands or Mr. Small Hands or Mr. Clumsy Hand. Anyway, it was a top show. Dum bum. It wasn't voiced by Arthur Lowe that did the original Mr. Men. It was voiced by Igor the Thunderdwarf. Yeah. Bomb. I think we do have special guest stars as well that turn up, especially in the last few series of the Random Question. I think Kylie Minogue was in one of them. I'll let you guess whether she had much real involvement in it. Kylie Minogue was in there. There was one of the hairy bikers. That woman off the One show was in one of them. Yeah, of course, you know. That's how big that show got, really. Yeah. Right. Let's get that bomb. Bomb the beast. Right, so, what's your favourite game so far of the stream? My favourite one would have to be, well, it's close really. I like School Days, but I think just, no, not, I can't make my mind up now. Phoenix was good. Oh, let's hell of it. It's School Days was my favourite one, despite I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. So, Hired Guns is a 4-player dungeon crawler. We'll have to look at that. Is it like Doom or Alien Breed? Is it like one of those? Or not at all? I'm trying to imagine it now. Or is it like Gauntlet? I'll soon find out when I track it down. If we destroy these tanks, I think I've done this joke many times before. But the deadliest tank you can come up across is a fish tank. Hooray for that joke! Hooray! 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 Right. You can use a Mega Drive pad with higher guns for 2 buttons. So that's quite useful. Right, so yeah. So if you do watch the random questions, anyone, thank you, Tom, then remember to comment on them so then I could answer it. Because it's a few years ago they got put up again. I didn't have quite as many subscribers as I do now. So, but the problem was I got a few people that didn't quite understand the humour on the thing. Because I am a little bit off the wall. But if you're into stuff that I'm into, like a lot of you seem to be in this comment section, if you're into things like Monty Python, Blackadder, Red Dwarf, 40 Towers, all those sort of shows, Father Ted, the IT Crowd, then you're probably going to love that. But I'd have people that would drop in and the random question was the first thing they'd ever see and think, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, anyway. Right, it's like Eye of the Beholder. Bubble Busters. Yeah, that was Bubble Busters was a good early game, wasn't it? Really, so that was quite good. That was quite good. So I think we'll just blow up these guys, and then we'll go on into the Eagle's Nest. I think we got to keep the speed up on this thing. We got to move it. Hey, right, we'll take that out. Take the money. It's all about the money. I don't care about the price tag. Something. Jessie J. Now she's called Jessie J. My surname begins with the letter J, but we're not married. In case you wondered, I know a lot of people was wondering. Nick's got the same initial as Jessie J. Last initial. Are they married? Well, we're not. I know she was married to Russell Brand at some point, but I wasn't the reason they split up. So don't paparazzi me. Boom 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 boom. Oh dear. The potato one, that was good. The potato random Wednesday question. I put some googly eyes on a potato, one of the characters there. And because I had to buy a bag of potatoes, I put them in the cupboard and forgot all about them. And about 2 weeks later, there was this strange alien being in my cupboard, all with stalks all over the place. It gave me the shock of my life. Right, have you tried turning it off? Yeah, IT, turning it off again. Richard Adewardi in the IT Crowd was great. Great stuff. Maurice Moss. I can't do an impression of him, but Noel Fielding was in that one as well, wasn't he? Really, as the bizarre goth Raymond. Yeah. Right. Okay. So that was Smash TV. We saw quite a bit of that, more than I was expecting to show, because we went into a bit of a revelry of different bits of humour there. More talented than Russell Brand. Well, I wish I had his money. It's always my hope, the zillion to one shot, that some TV producer or someone or somewhere watches a video and says, look, that Nick, we need him to front our show, let's get him on. And I'll turn up and everything's good. I think Rob Beckett had something happen to him a bit like that. He was a little known comedian and he got spotted to do one of those, like I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out Here, the Jungle show. They got him to do the after show on that, plucked from absolute nowhere, and then his career picked off. I think he's from around my neck of the woods as well. But anyway, it's all a bit luck and random, isn't it, life? But regardless of what happens, keep your chin up, always keep happy, because random stuff just happens. Right, into the Eagle's Nest. Here we go. I'm sure there we go. Right, so if you might not know this game, but if you know Gauntlet, you would know. Right. Into the Eagle's Nest. I think I can redefine the keys on this one. It's by an outfit called Pandora in 1987, and there's good music on this one as well. Based in World War II. Redefine the keys, that's what we're actually going to do. So fire will be the, we'll boot M, because it looks like it's trying to assign space to the abort. We don't want to muck up there. Up is Q, down is A, and we know what comes next. Left is O. Hooray, Sluggy 79. Right is O. Right, we don't want to load Data. We want to get in there, because Data is in Star Trek, and he's got no point in being in this game. Right, okay, so we're going to wander around now as this army soldier. You'll see it's very, very, very like Gauntlet. The enemy are attracted to you, not in a slight loving way. They just want to kill you. Right. Right, shoot them before they can shoot you. Now, the one thing to remember in this game is that there is dynamite or explosives you don't want to shoot. I just got to read Castaldo's comment here. You could do a random question for the supporters in the Sunday video and do the answer in the Friday video. Give folks a small incentive to join the channel. That seems like a good idea. Right, I've got to remember that. Random question, the supporters in the Sunday video and the answer in the Friday video. Right, what's the Sunday video? That's oh right, I see what you mean. I've cottoned on to you. Is that the members video you're talking about? We could do that. We could do that as a sort of like a members perk. Is that what you mean? Right, let's kill these Nazis. They're not very well trained, these army Nazis there. Right, there were no motorcycles in Gauntlet, that's true. Right, now, hide behind this wall. Thank you, Lemmy Barnett. Thank you very much there. It was a bit quiet there up to that point, so thank you very much, sir. 1,000 hoorays to you, Lemmy Barnett. Hurrah! Right, let's get through. Oh, I can't get through here. I want those keys. The biggest keys you can have are the Florida keys. Right, you can have that joke if you want to. I don't know I'm going to get signed up with any television station with jokes like that. Oh, look, I'm being surrounded by Nazis. This is not good. Surrounded by Nazis. Right, right. You have found a key. I found another key. I found a painting. What use is that painting? And I've also found a pendant to make me look quite nice. There's other stuff there. Bullets. I've found a first aid packet. And I've found some cold food. Well, if I find a microwave, that might be good. Right, okay, right. Boom, 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 boom. Right, boom there. I'm not good with terminology either, Castaldo. Not really, but I do know not to shoot those yellow bombs. I don't want to shoot them. Right, I do have a poke for this, but I think I can. I think I can live long enough. Famous last words, not to use them, because this enemy don't seem to be that inclined to shoot me back. Oh, they do take a bit of hits if they come near. Right, I don't want to. Yeah, right. What's behind the blue door? I agree with you, Francesco. This is a good maze shooting game. Right. I'm not that familiar with the Mel Brooks thing. I've seen it a great too many times. I mean, there's some shows where all the lyrics are seared on my memory, but that one, yeah, I don't know a great deal. But Mel Brooks was great. I've seen Spaceballs quite a lot, and we could try and go up to ludicrous speed. Die. Ludicrous speed. We're not going normal speed. We're going to ludicrous speed. Right. Oh, look. I can't get through there. I need some cold food. Well, that's a dead end. Oh, man. I think I've maybe done this in the wrong order. So it is a maze game. You need to know what you're doing. But you can say that about anything, really. Flying a helicopter, you need to know what you're doing. Every time. Right. Where do these guys come from? Oh, don't shoot that dynamite, Nick. That's a close one. Miss Dynamite. Oops. You are now... Oh, we've gone up some stairs. Right. Right. If these guys all line up, I can take them out all one by one. Use the forks, Luke. What's that? That's nothing important. Right. There's a first aid thing up there, so that seems quite useful to get as well. I think out of the two, I probably prefer slightly more Gauntlet. I've shot the explosives. How did I shoot the explosives? And you were dead. Well, anyway. Yeah, I mean, my favourite top-down thing, a bit like this, is Alien Breed on the ZX Spectrum. On the Commodore Amiga, the first one. Because I don't think Alien Breed come out on the ZX Spectrum, did it? You might know a bit more than me. You might know a bit more than me. Right, here we go. Go. I haven't done it as of yet, but there's going to be a point, I think, where I've reviewed so many games, I forgot what I reviewed. And then I get a comment under one saying, Nick, you reviewed this before. I know I've reviewed stuff twice before, but that's because when I put revisited underneath, when some of the earlier reviews, my sound wasn't quite on the case, and I got a little bit better. So this is different to before. Which is the best way to go? This way. Oh no, I think I've gone the wrong way. Where do I need to get behind the blue door. Behind the blue door. Right. There's some motorbikes there, and a couple of keys. I found a key. And I found another key. I found some keys, right. Now, it doesn't look very friendly in this room. Right, hide behind here. And they'll all just walk out and get shot, I think. There you go. One at a time. Next up. Let's entice that fella out. Next up. If you ever been in the army, is this the strategy that you use, and was it the reason why you left the army? You didn't think it was a very good idea to maybe win battles. They are like zombies, aren't they? Really, this mob. But it's interesting AI programming. I must admit. So none of the Team 17. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They come in the 16-bit era, didn't they? Really, Team 17. There's a good Formula 1 budget racer called F17 Racing, which I remember playing quite a lot of time. I think it was about a tenner, which was the budget at the time for those ones. Right. I need sort of like a bomb really to take all of these out there. I don't know, Ast. I don't know what's on the plate with the cold food. Who's this guy? There's a guy at a table. You have shot an officer. Oh God, that's not going to go well. They're not going to like that. Should I have shot that officer? Was that the right thing to do? I could at least have to talk to him first of all. Maybe like a James Bond. Oh, I'm dead. How did I die there? Well, you died, Nick, because you lost all your energy, and that's how you typically die in this neck of the woods. Right, let's one Nick Right, let's have one last go then, and then we'll go to the game you've all been waiting for. I'm sure that you've all been talking about all week is Revenge of the C5. Yeah, I know, a C5 getting its revenge. Interesting game, that one. Officer down. Let's go this way. Oh no, we need this room. We can use the keys in a different way over the other side. So let's not waste him in this area there. Let's go to the right. Bom 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 boom boom. Right. I need to get some distance here. I'm letting them get too close to me. That's it. As Sting said, don't stand so close to me. And that was a tip for playing this game, I presume. The officer was very relaxed, Bosie. I don't think he was on the case, was he? He wasn't on the case. He was out to lunch. He was out to breakfast. He was out to dinner. He wasn't into a single meal. Right. No, this is the right way to go, because we've got those keys from before. Hide behind the wall. Good tactics. Back again. Oh man, a machine gun would have been more useful, I think. Right, is there going to be any more fellas up here? We don't want any more fellas up here. Fantastic, thank you very much, Channel Fage. I think that's the highest one so far, isn't it, today? So you are the champion of the stream today. Hooray! And I'm just watching that sticker. It's a dancing hippo. I don't think it's the dancing hippo from... is it the dancing hippo from... What's that game? Nick, your brain's broken again. Saberwolf, that's it, cool. I'm surprised I didn't say that about an hour after the show's finished. Saberwolf, that's it. Right, good. Oh, where these guys keep... Oh, I don't want to go up there, because that's when I shot the ammunition before. Let's get a bit of distance here. Don't shoot ammunition. Ammunition is important. Oops, right. Back this way. Let's go through here. Right. There's a lot of these guys. I'm a bit overrun. Right, okay. I think I'm overrunning from where I was, so it might go on slightly longer than I thought. But we've only got Revenge of the C5 after this, so maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who's that fella? It's another officer coming at me from a different angle. Whoa! I'm surrounded by galoots. Oh man. I've been told to review a classic game. I'm dead. I've been told to review a game called The Great Escape. Now, it's a game I heard about quite a lot back in the day. It won't be on the live stream. Well, not quite yet anyway. We need to do a recording of that. The Great Escape. Did any of you have that one? It might be a tactical game, so not quite sure how good I will be on that. James, nice to see you, sir. I kept shooting the explosives as well, to be honest with you. But this is good music, isn't it? The Great Escape. Wasn't there an album by Blur called The Great Escape? I think it had Country House on it, song number 2. There's a great big house, very big house in the country. Actually, I do a good impression as well of Phil Daniels in that song Park Life. I put my trousers on, get rudely awakened by the dustman. Park Life, all the people, and all that. Right, Revenge of the T5. Let's load that up. Timer's going by super fast again, isn't it, really? So thank you for everyone that's dropped by in and out as you do so. And if you've watched the whole stream so far, then particularly special super thanks for you there. But we still got a game to go. Revenge of the C5, if I can find it in my list. And if indeed it loads. So I don't think it's a game. I don't think it's a game that many of you would have want to track down. It's beautifully simple. I think there's only about 3 keys really. 2 to go left, 9 to go right, and I think if you do 0 and 1, it accentuates the speed of the thing. Let's do learner. Boing, 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 boing. Right, so it's vertical this time. Get past that goes. It's a little bit flickery. When I say a little bit flickery, I mean a lot flickery. Oh my god, he's doomed again. Thank you, Julie. I think Julie's now gone top because I think that's the second one you've done. Thank you very much. Right, come on, let's. Oh, look at that! I've been to a palm tree. This is just the warm-up go. Forgive me, I've been talking for about 2 hours. I'm bound to get a little bit slack. Right, okay, go. Run there. Right, I'll get it this time, folks. I'll get it this time, folks. He says, as I told you the last time, it won't happen again, unless in fact it does. Oh, it happened again. Oops, it happened again. Right, that was just a practice go. That was just a practice go where I try and find my fingers where they actually go. Right, L for learners. I'm a learner. Right, left, right. Don't muck up your lefts and rights, Nicks. Right, left, left. Right, there we go. Right, I've got the hang of the thing now. We need to get past this pram. It's not attended by the mother. Through there. See, now we're zipping. We're cooking on gas. There's 3 C5 games which I know. C5 Clive, Revenge of the C5, and I think there's Clive in Exile. I think there is another Clive Sinclair game called A Day in the Life. That might be a good game to do an opener on sometimes. When you die, you get sent back to one screen previously. Oh, that's the wrong thing to do, Nick. Right, so through there, I'm just trying to get what path I need to do. Oh, I didn't get across quick enough. Is that me out of batteries? Right, no, let's get through there. Right, through there. Through there. Oh, no. The merest of touches and your C5 will explode. Now, some of you, I expect all of you actually, because it's the future. I expect all of you own a C5, don't you really? It's probably worth billions and badillions of pounds. But the C5 Clive was a horizontal scroller with jumps on it. This one is a vertical scroller. Last Tuesday we did a stream of Stinker games and there was Postman Pat 3 in there. So this is better than Postman Pat 3. I was considering doing another Stinker stream because it seemed to be quite popular. So we might do that next week. So if you know any Stinker games that I reviewed so far on the channel that I've forgotten, then let me know and I'm sure I'll try and come to those. Right, so here we go again. I'm not sure if it's a C5 or just a big rocket, really. Whizzing across. There's no sounds on this well, no music, I should say. Right, so if we went down the other track, we would have bashed into that tree. So that's something I've worked out. It's a feat of programming. This you won't find this on the PlayStation 4 or any your modern day gaming. That is for sure. Oh, that's further than I got before. Right, now we're cooking. We're cooking. Got round there. Is this the right way? Don't say, oh, it's the wrong way because I can't get past this stop sign. So we need to go the other way. The other way. Right, A Day in the Life. That would be good on the live stream, wouldn't it? I think you're quite right there. So we're now past that stop sign. We've got past there. And I think we're on a bonus level. Okay, right. Ast, I just read your comment. That's a good system. I'm going to write that down. So we will look at A Day in the Life at some point on the stream. Now I'm not quite sure what to do here. I think I need to park it. I don't need to bash into that battery. On the first game, that was bad. In the first game, you have to collect batteries, and I confused myself there. Oh, we need to get past that Hoover. So this is can be called level 2 for the want of a better word for it. Oh, that's close. Past that ghost, it's hanging around in the park. Whoa! How are we going to get through here? I sort of like Semele knew. I sort of like Semele knew that was going to happen. 3D Star Strike. Oh look, got my right and left mixed up. I should have done what Ass told me to do. Right, okay. Right. You never learn, Nicky. Whoa, 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 whoa. It'd be good to do some Star Wars games, and I include Star Trek in that, although it isn't typically a Star Wars game, but that's what it's trying to copy, isn't it? That bit, that's pretty tricky. I think if you can get past that, you'll probably complete stage 2. Right, I think we'll have one last go. We'll have one last go on this. So wish me luck. Hope you're liking this music. You're quite right, Mick. The music, the traffic is pretty crazy, but not as crazy as the traffic in Horace Goes Skiing, which we looked at yesterday, right near the end. So lots of scary stuff in this game. Let's go. We'll put it on L for Learner because that's the sort of like stage I'm at. Although I have owned a Spectrum since probably 1983 or 4, or maybe 1982 actually. Boing, 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 boing. It is enough. It is. You can't play this for hours because you know your computer will get very hot for one, and the flickering of eventually get on your mind, and then you'll get your right and left mixed up, like I'm getting mixed up with to great aplomb. Right. Right, you want... That's it. That's what you did wrong before, Nicky. Through here. Free we go. I think C5s are very dangerous. I don't think there's a C5 in any of the Gran Turismo games. And there's no random prams as well. James, you know a guy that owns a C5. Cool. Is it... has he had to do many repairs on it? I think that might be worth quite a bit now. And does the battery still work? Because I doubt you can get a replacement battery for a C5, can you? I always seem to imagine that they weighed quite a bit, but that might be wrong. How much did your average C5 weigh? Was it quite big? Whoa. And they were quite low down on the road, wasn't they? Oh dear, into the grass. They're quite like down on the road. So if a lorry passed you, you'd know about it, and you could get blown into a ditch there, I think. Yeah. I reckon someone might have done a mod on GTA 6 to get a C5. Yeah, so I hope you've liked looking at the games today. The time always goes super quick, but you've all been super great. Thank you to the people that did, as I say, the super chats. I can't emphasise that enough because that does help the channel go, and all you members as well. And also thank you for everyone that's watched there. Yeah, C5 Paris-Dakar Rally, that'll be good. So just to recap then, in case you've forgotten, but I'm sure you can remember if you've been here for the whole stream. If you have done, fantastic. There was Bubble Bobble by Sinclair Research in 84. The Amazing School Days by Microsphere in 83. Phoenix in 83 as well. Oh no, School Days is 84. Phoenix by Mega Dodo in 83. Final Fight, US Gold 91. Just a Gal 2019. That was a homebrew there. Smash TV 1991. Into the Eagle's Nest 87. And Revenge of the C5 in 85. So thank you everyone. Thank you for all your kind comments. Monday was great fun. Tuesday was great fun as well. We'll be going at it again on the Monday. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. You might see me do an Atari. I don't know yet. Just it'll be unannounced. Doing an Atari test. You can drop in or not if you want to. So thank you very much. Thank you. And as you all know, you are brilliant, excellent. So till next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye. As I type something in. I'm still here. Right, you're all outstanding once again. Right, there we go. Thank you, folks. Thank you. It really is. Goodbye.